You don't chase attention, but people seek you out when they're lost. You find your answers in silence, and your presence alone brings others calm. If Arcana 9 shows up anywhere in your matrix of destiny, you carry the energy of the Hermit. And today, we're exploring what that truly means. Welcome back. If you're new here, this is part of our series exploring the 22 Arcana energies from the Matrix of Destiny. In the first video, we calculated your portrait energy and comfort zone. If you haven't done that yet, I'll link it in the description so you can find your numbers. Today, we're diving into the 9th Arcana, the Hermit, the energy of inner wisdom, solitude, and spiritual guidance. So if you carry this energy anywhere in your matrix, this one's for you. Let's talk about what it means to embody this quiet, profound, deeply insightful force. There is a quiet strength in you, a wisdom that doesn't need to announce itself loudly to be felt. You are the keeper of ancient knowledge, the soul others seek when they're lost in the noise of the world. There's something about your energy that brings calm, clarity, and comfort. You don't chase attention, but people find themselves naturally drawn to your insight and your presence. You value solitude, not because you reject the world, but because that's where your true magic unfolds. In silence and stillness, your mind becomes a sanctuary. You reflect, observe, and connect to deeper truths, the kind that don't come from textbooks, but from lifetimes of soul experience. This is why you make such a powerful guide. People come to you with their burdens, and you somehow know just the right thing to say, or when to say nothing at all. Your thoughts run deep. You don't skim the surface of life, you dive into the core. You seek meaning in everything you study or encounter. You may be slow to act, but your steps are deliberate and wise. While others rush, you contemplate, and in that stillness, you often arrive first, not in the race of speed, but in the race of truth. Your energy shines most brightly in one-on-one connections, in quiet moments of listening, in offering a gentle word that soothes and heals. You were born with the gift of insight, and often with the gift of healing, especially through words, presence, and intention. You might not even realize how deeply you affect others, how your calmness gives them courage and your faith steadies their fear. You don't crave the spotlight. Your joy comes from learning, from understanding, from evolving. You might feel most at home in libraries, gardens, or forests, anywhere you can hear your thoughts clearly. Nature is your teacher, animals, your companions, books, your lifelong friends. When it comes to love and friendship, you don't rush, you take time. You want to feel safe, seen, and understood. You might appear reserved, even distant, but your heart is full of tenderness and loyalty. You love deeply and faithfully, but only those who earn your trust will ever glimpse the depth of your inner world. Some hermits choose a solitary path, not out of bitterness, but because they find immense richness within. Others slowly open up to connection, learning to balance their inner world with the presence of others. Both journeys are sacred. There's no right way to be a hermit. There's only your way. You carry the lantern of wisdom in a world that often stumbles in the dark. Your role isn't to lead with commands, but to quietly illuminate the way. And when you speak, people listen, because your words carry the weight of lived experience, soul memory, and divine insight. You are not here to blend in. You're here to bring depth in a world obsessed with speed. You're here to remind others that their answers lie within, and that sometimes the most powerful thing they can do is pause, reflect, and listen. Let yourself share your wisdom, write, teach, heal, And when the world becomes too loud, retreat without guilt. Your soul knows when it's time to recharge. In your solitude, you are not alone. You are surrounded by the whisper of the divine, by the heartbeat of the earth, and by the quiet radiance of your soul's light. Not everyone is meant to stand on a stage. Some of the greatest teachers walk in silence, their wisdom carried not in loud words, but in how they live, how they listen, how they love. You are one of these teachers. You didn't come here to convince. You came here to illuminate. You are the quiet hand on the shoulder, the calm presence in chaos, the one who speaks when it truly matters. People may not always know how to describe it, but they feel it when they're around you, a sense of depth, of safety, of being seen. That's because part of your soul's mission is to be a counselor of the spirit, someone who helps others hear the answers already buried in their own hearts. You don't give people direction in a straight line. Instead, you reflect their truth back to them, like a still pond revealing the sky above. As a hermit, you have access to the wisdom of the ages, not just through study, but through direct inner experience. You feel when something is true, you just know. And over time, life teaches you how to put those inner knowings into words that heal and uplift. Some will come to you for advice, others will be drawn just to sit with you. And in those moments, those small sacred conversations over tea, walks in nature, deep late-night talks, you become exactly what you are meant to be, a spiritual guide disguised in human form. You are here to remind others that the journey inward is not one of loneliness, but of liberation, that they too can trust their inner voice, that life has meaning, even in silence, even in stillness. Whether you choose to write, to teach, to speak, or simply to live as a quiet lighthouse for others, your role is irreplaceable. You are the one who helps others find their own way home. So, does this resonate with you? If you carry the energy of the hermit, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you recognize yourself in this description? And if you know someone with this energy, share this with them. I think they'll feel truly seen. In the next videos, we'll continue exploring the rest of the 22 Arcana energies, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any. Each energy carries its own magic, its own lessons, and its own gifts, and I can't wait to share them all with you. Thanks for being here. See you in the next one.